get more, Jackanta. You get more, Jackanta. And you get more, Jackanta. You'll be on it. And you were saying you better by me. You can swag and
Hey
slip on
guys, it's your girl Rose Joy. Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast, where you can find the latest politics, entertainment, sports, relationships, and more. Where we keep things raw and uncut. Nothing, I mean nothing, absolutely nothing is off limits. Hello, King Dee, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
I'm so happy to have my brother on here today. Again, welcome to LIB Talks, where we have uncut conversations. So we have on our hand today the intro, the man that sang the intro himself here today. I told you guys I'm gonna bring it, So we're gonna talk to him today about his singing career and the things that happened and why he started and what motivated him to start this journey. Coming he's from Liberia, might own it, LIB out of Detroit. How's Detroit today? What's the weather out there?
Detroit's always cold. It's a big difference from Liberia to Detroit. Liberia, it's always cold. So, I mean, I'm used to it by now. So
That's good. My brother looking good, yeah.
you know that.
You're looking good. The man can sing and the man
Thank
looking
you.
good. He said the other one, he said when I want it. But anyway,
Wahala,
welcome to LIB Talks. You're here today. Would like to know about your journey. How it started, just a little bit. Introduce yourself and just a little bit about your journey, how it started, and some motivations, or who motivated you, or some singer or whatever, where they're from, and how you started this whole journey.
First of all, it's my pleasure to be on here. Thank you for having me. For the people that don't know me, I love the clapping. For the people that don't know me, I go by the name of King Dee. That's my artist name. I'm from Liberia. My mother is Liberian, Gio by tribe. My father is Lebanese. I was born in Liberia. I moved here when I was like 13 or 14. Anyways, I've loved music my entire life. I used to just produce, write music, in the background. I used to manage artists. Uh, about a year ago, I decided to, record my first song. I decided to just get into music myself. So honestly, it's been a lot of things influencing me, from my brother J Biz, from my cousin Marcel, from my family, that's been telling me, your music is good. Just put it out there. Just put it out there. And I just decided to just go for it. And ever since, I just touched the ground running, by the grace of God. So, pretty much I've had a lot of influence, but, I love a lot of the new artists right now. So I'm just happy to be part of the LIB, vibe.
Great to know. One question I wanted to ask you would be, I see you very, very handsome guy in this industry, and I never came across drama when it came to you. How do you manage that? How do you manage your personal life with this entertainment world? Because I know a lot of entertainer, they have a lot of things going on when it comes to women, when it comes to the friends and the interaction with the entertainer. They kind of clash a lot. So how have you managed when it comes to those things? What do you do about it? How do you go about
Um, to be honest, I know I'm a crowd ball, but I'm also a gentleman. So I
it?
try to stay out of the drama.
Right.
I don't really allow people in my circle to even put me through drama. I mean, I've had a few situations where I kind of like kept it out of the mainstream media. So I feel like I've been doing good to just keep my stuff private. Eventually, I know for a fact when the Liberian community, something's gonna come out one day. Who knows? When you start getting, you start getting out there, people can find something. But I hope it don't, because, like I said, I live a very private life, even though I'm out there musically. But my personal life, I keep it private. I do have sisters, so I try not to be online disrespecting nobody's daughter. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's why I've been out of the spotlight, the drama that Liberians love to see. But hopefully, I'm not a part of that type of entertainment that y'all love.
Right, right. I like that. I like that because you don't have to be, in a drama to promote your song. I think,
Right.
your personality, I think a character have to say a lot to people because you are not just serving Liberians, you also serving the world. People looking
Right.
at you, trying to find a role model. And that's something we don't have a lot in our country, role models. It's hard to find them.
Right.
So what is your latest music? What is one of the music that you have done, and you have come from a place of experience, and you have done it in a way that it tell your story of who you
Um,
are and what you've been through.
I have a lot of songs that really talk about me, but really, right now I've really been focusing on making music to make people happy, to make people dance, to make people vibe. I really haven't dropped a lot of songs that really talk about me. But I do have a song that kind of you can get a little bit. It's called It's Okay. It's on my EP. My EP is called Downtown Monrovia by King Dee. But there's a song on there called It's Okay. If you say stop by me, you get my by me. Like, yeah. So that song kind of talk about me. And then I got Toxic Love. It talks a little bit about maybe I won't say my relationship only, but like stuff that I've been through, with women. I got a couple songs. I mean, every song is a part of me, but I don't have a specific song that really talk about me specifically. Like the whole song just talking about who I am specifically. It just talks about parts of me. You know, she won't cut shot like Chamoso down. She won't cut shot on King D. I told her can't take one more round. Too much drip, no dog got flat. If you're not take time, you would drown. So all that, all that is just me. Too much drip, no dog got flat. Even though I've worn dog got flat before, that was small, but we power that stage.
Right, good. And I like that. I like that. I asked that question because a lot of singers kind of make music from where they come from and how they feel about life. So
Right.
that's very important.
Yeah.
Um, so what's coming up for you? What are you anticipating? Do you anticipate a new album? Are you have coming to do a new song? Who are you gonna collaborate with? And how do you feel about collaboration?
I'm glad you asked that question. First of all, when it comes to collaboration, I mean, I have done songs with Bucket Raw, Nucci Meek. I have a song coming out with MC Cairo and Fazari. It's coming out in 2 weeks. It's called No Let. But I've mostly focused on younger artists that were coming up, because I don't do music just for like the clout. I could have done songs with D12. Shout out to D12. I could have done some with Eric Jizo, a lot of bigger artists. But
Right.
I really just, I could have done some with Moose. But I let everything go step by step, because you know I don't rush greatness. You know what I mean? Because I feel like good things take time. So if I hear a song, I don't care who the song is with, or if I'm doing a song with, it can be the lowest artist. I don't mind, as long as that's a good song. I'm gonna put it out, because at the end of the day, it's not about clout. It's all about putting out good music. Because sometimes you drop a song, it might not get the traction you're looking for. At Give Me Sunny Ain't Get More. Jack and Talk was dropped last year. Last year. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know this. People think I just dropped that song. So you see how long it took for people to gravitate. I knew it was a good song. I knew it was gonna blow up. But because everything have its time, and it eventually blew up. You know what I mean? Like, because Chamo Slow Down was trending at the time. Um, I dropped my EP, Downtown Monrovia, as I, stated. And it was time for Give Me Sunny to, and you were saying you better by me. You can bought and spot by me. Saying how you know Goya by me. You can swag and slip. That song right now is going crazy on TikTok. It's going
right.
crazy on Instagram right now. It's one of the hottest songs in Liberia, if not the hottest song. Actually, it is the hottest
Welcome
song.
to Fuji's Restaurant. This is a new location, 6326 Sackett Street. We have fresh West African food, home cooked meal. Come to the Northeast, the Mayfair area. Come enjoy some good West African food with your family at Fuji's Restaurant.
You know, um, I'm just thankful. Everything is going as planned.
Sure. So I see you go back and forth to Liberia a lot.
Yeah.
So I see you go Liberia, you have so much fun there. You interact with the guys and the ladies there. And I just want to ask a question. Um, it's coming from a relationship basic. What is your thought? What is your thought on um, people in Liberia when it comes to relationship? You know, your age group. People that you interact with. What are some of the important things you think that they really value when it comes to relationship in Liberia?
That's probably one of my favorite questions you asked me yet because I just had this conversation with somebody. Um, Liberia. Okay, we're all Liberians, right? But
Right.
Liberians in Liberia and Liberians in the
Yeah.
diaspora have different mentality when it comes to relationship.
Right.
So the loyalty that we seek in Liberia is different from the loyalty we seek here. So what I'm really trying to say is it's okay for a girl to tell you, "Oh, I get two boyfriends. I get three boyfriends in Liberia," right? When you're in Liberia, like that's so normal to people.
Right.
But you'll never hear a girl in America that's a Liberian telling you, "Oh, I get two boyfriends. I get three girlfriends or whatever." So it's like the mentality is different. It took me a while to adjust to that mentality. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, when I go there, I use that mentality. When I come here, no, I'm just joking. But like it took me a while. So I guess you just gotta find somebody that understand you for real. Because at the end of the day, it's all about what you're looking for, and who you're looking for. I don't go to Liberia to go look for a woman or to go look for a wife or to go look for a girlfriend. At the end of the day, I go to work. I go to work with major producers, major artists, or whatever, smaller artists. Help some of my artists that's on my label. I got projects I'm working on and stuff like that. So I go see my family. So I don't go there look in search of my own CC. You know what I mean? Well, but at the end of the day, I feel like everybody have different experience. Some people go to meet their love of their life.
Right.
Some people get that Jew, that girlfriend, whatever it is. To each his own, right? For me, I'm not searching. I won't say I'm not searching, but I don't go searching. Who knows if I ever find who I'm looking for in Liberia or in America or wherever, so be it.
Sure. That was that was some good answers. So with that being said, what are some of the things you think that could can change when it comes to relationship aspects in Liberia? What are some of the things you want to talk to a Liberian that will ever come across this show when it comes to how relationships should be run? When it comes to a woman, how you treat a woman and what they deserve, and when it comes to a man, how you treat a man, what he deserves. What are some of your advice to your Liberian, your fellow Liberians, even older or your age in a group that come across this video?
So, for me, I won't give Liberians advice. I'll give some. Okay, I'm giving advice like somebody. If I was talking to my friend right now, this is the advice I'll give my friend. Right, I would tell him to erase his mentality that he have from here. When he's
Right,
going to Liberia, he should have an open mind, because life is not how it is over here, over there. Things are different over there. Some of these girls, they really don't want to have two, three boyfriends and stuff like that. Sometimes they do it just to get by. You know what I mean? Like a lot of girls, I feel like a lot of girls deal with some of the older guys or some of the government officials or whatever because they need to get by. They need to, that's why things are the way they are. That's what I understood when I was there.
right,
So you have to have an open mind. Like if you meet a girl you like and you feel like she's into that and you don't like it, if you can take care of her, make her understand like, all right, I don't want you doing this no more, or I don't want you having different boyfriends. I want you to be mine exclusively. It might be hard for some girls because that's the lifestyle they live, but the girl that want to see a change in her life, she would do it. So my thing is, Go out there with an open mindset. Go out there with not too much expectation of meeting like the angel that fell from heaven, because at the end of the day, yeah, there are some good girls, there are some bad girls anywhere you go. It's
Right.
all about how you view life, you know what I mean? So you cannot say somebody is bad because you expect something from them that they're not used to, but my advice is, like I said, the key is to have an open mind. Have an open mind. Don't expect something from somebody. Study the community. Study how people are living. Study, how people are moving first before you just get into a relationship, because you might end up in a relationship that you don't expect certain things to happen, and that's what's
Right.
gonna happen to you because you just went with a different mentality. That's all.
I understand, but I gotta keep going. Yeah, I gotta help myself. I might doubts, but I gotta keep flowing. Yeah, I gotta change myself. Yeah. I had the car so ties. They wasn't here for the kid the whole time. LIB no get cold in December. Hardcore, I was heartless, I remember. No, see, I know, when I tell them slide, they on go, My Bobby Steph Curry, what the.
But at the end of the day, who has the answer to relationship anyways?
Right. It's good you said that. The reason I asked that because a lot of people transition from Liberia to America when it comes to relationship, and when it comes to the U.S., it's a whole lot of challenging. So my thing will be, do you think it's advisable to have a conversation why in Liberia to tell the girl or the boy what you expect when it comes to the US or what happens here? Because I think that's the problem with people finding people in Liberia and bringing them to the US, because what they expect that happens in Liberia don't happen here, like you said in like some of your answers. So you think having the conversation and being very firm with the conversation before even moving from the country to come to another country, do you think that's necessary to have?
That's the most important thing to have, actually. The thing is this, right? The way of life in America is different from the way of life in Liberia. 100% is like a big change. Even when you don't live in Liberia, you go visit Liberia and you stay for a month. When you come back to the United States, you see that change. So let
Right.
alone you move in to live here. So the most important thing, if you're gonna take somebody child from Liberia and bring it to America, you gotta make them understand everything they come in the face. I know at the end of the day, everybody won't come to America. America that heavy, right? But you gotta make them understand the amount of work, the amount of time they're gonna. It is nothing like Liberia. Things are gonna be different for you. It might be different. It's different for everybody actually. But at the end of the day, we all understand the bottom line. You have to work to survive. So it's like you got to make people understand that certain things you can't do. You got to educate that person because this person is coming to move to a whole different country. To see where when somebody move from America and kind of like, bro, be like, my man, we're gonna do that thing here. Oh, my man, now this thing looking here. Now this looking here. Oh, police people not this. People. You got to make that person. You got to educate that person because that person is coming to a country that's way advanced than what they're living in, as way advanced than what they're used to. I know the internet show a lot of stuff, but the internet do not show everyday struggle of anybody living in America. So the most important thing is to show the person, yo, when you come here, yeah, I know I was supporting you. I know I was doing this and this for you, you know, but that was with knowing that one day you were gonna come here and be able to help me as well, so we can put together and survive, not just coming to America now. You think, oh, other thing I was doing for you in Liberia, can me do it for you yet? Nah, it doesn't work that way. Once you're able to work, you have to work. At the end of the day, everybody's supposed to work everywhere in this world. Whatever, as a man, as a woman, hustle, whatever it's a hustle, work, business, whatever it is you're doing, for you to be able to survive, you have to work. So it's just that, unfortunately, for our brothers in Africa or Liberia, we don't have as much work. That's why we just, most of the people just passing around. And the people that can work are working. Shout out to them. And the people that can't work, we can't really blame them because that's the situation they find themselves in. But adjusting your mindset, adjusting your habits and everything when you come to America is a must.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
I know, I know you are thinking why is she asking me a lot of relationship questions. I'm asking you those questions because I see a lot in Liberia, and coming from a standpoint of someone that interacts with a lot of people,
Hmm.
and people that people look up to as a role model. I think those tough questions need to be asked sometimes in interviews, because not just only about the music, but also the well-being of people that you interact with. Because when you in Liberia, and if the relationships are good and they're having a good time, they have a good partner, they seem to attend your event, because it's like I can get to go over there and see King D, because I'm in a right space. I'm in a good space in my life. So it's not just all about music. It's about
No, but
everything that comes to the interaction of people you interact with,
right.
how they feel, what makes it the
Everything is part of music.
yeah, yeah,
Relationship is part of music. That's life. Livelihood is part of music. So I don't mind the question. That's why I told you any question you got, I'll answer it. You know what I mean? Like
right.
you can
I don't
ask me
want you to
anything.
feel like I have you in the hot
Nah, you can ask me anything. I don't mind.
seat. Yeah, I didn't want you to think I have you in the hot seat.
Nah,
Oh,
yeah.
another question, how I think I asked something like that before, but I want to ask you personally, how do you deal with the girls in Liberia? What is your what is
Deal with
your
it. What do you
for-
deal with
what
it?
is your formula? I mean, when I said deal with the girls, I mean, how do you make them to know that I'm here for business? I'm here to do my work, and I'm I'm not going to be messy. What do you do about it? What do you do with them? What are your message to them? Like, what do you say
No,
that will help your friends? Your
the thing
friends
is,
that in the industry, that will help them do
when they
those
go
things
back home, the thing
right.
is this, right? Nobody can force you to do something you don't want to do. That's one thing I understand. And at the end of the day, I understand there's a lot of temptation everywhere. When you go to library, there's a lot of temptations. The time you even looking at temptation will come to you. But once in your mind, you go there to work, you'll focus on your work. Do I not get distracted all the time? Most of the time, yeah, I do.
Oh,
But I make sure to
definitely.
do my work first before I get distracted, right? But
Right.
at the same time, it's like it's hard as humans, it's hard to just jack when they say work without play may jack a fool
Adorable.
or play without work. I don't know, one or the other. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
But
make like a play adorable.
yeah, so at the end of the day, when you work, you gotta do what you gotta do, you hang out. I personally I have a lot of friends that are girls. I'm mostly friends with girls. That's why you see everybody think, I'm King D out there. No, I'm just friends with girls because at the end of the day, guys will hate on you more than girls. Like it's a fact. Guys will hate because you're succeeding. Guys will hate because who the guy thing is he just coming out of nowhere. He start doing music and he popping. They won't see the work I'm putting in. They will just think because So I don't really hang with a lot of guys. Like I got a lot of girlfriends. So a lot of time people would think D loving to the girl, loving to that girl. Most of the time the girl I'm loving to you would never even know. It's not even a girl I'm around. You know what I mean? That's why nobody know what I'm ever doing because the person you think I'm actually with, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So I just know how to move. I'm a mover. So 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 if they want kind of my school, how to move, I'll be one on one. I'm gonna start teaching classes. I'm gonna start teaching classes on my Instagram. King D, follow me on Instagram. King D, follow me on TikTok. King D, 3 underscores. Um, my thing is, you know, the girls are always gonna be there. The girls are not going anywhere. In like bro, get fini from that. They doing outside every day. They ain't get money, but they're always in the clubs. They ain't get money, but they're always outside. So they're not going anywhere. They will not finish. Nobody can finish one move on the earth. So do what you gotta do when you go to Liberia, when you gotta make your songs, stick in the studio. As a matter of fact, girls will come to the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, do your work. Put in the work. At the end of the day, we all gotta put in our work. Just if we all complain about library industry, library this, library that, but what have you done to push the things you're complaining about? You know what I mean? Like for me, if I complain about library industry, I feel like I'm gaining my rights to do that because at least I'm putting in the work to complain about it. But I'm not gonna complain because at the end of the day, they say be the change you want to see in the world. That's what I'm trying to do, to be honest.
So it's good that you said that about doing work and being a part of the industry. So my question would be, what is the problem that Liberia cannot blow? When I say blow, in the way of Nigerians and Ghanaians, is that because we don't have a lot of regular labor in the country, or is that because we don't have a lot of support, or is that because we don't have the fundamental aspect when it comes to entertainment? What is your thought on that?
This is just my opinion. I hope nobody kid me on this. The number one reason is a lot of Liberians are lazy. A lot. But that's not the only reason. Because even the ones that do put in hard work haven't, gone anywhere. Not anywhere, but like gone to where we need to go. But the reason I say this is this, right? We need people putting money into the industry. But at the same time, it's like people are not gonna put money into something if they don't see you, the artist, putting in that much work, sacrificing everything you got into yourself. Like if I see you sacrificing all your time, all your energy, all your effort into you, then I'll feel more comfortable, in spending my money on you. But we don't have a Dunjazi that, I mean, we have shout out Tama Ali, he tries to do what he can. I see him helping a lot of artists in Liberia. I've done this before. I've helped a lot of artists as well. But it's like there's only so much we can do. You the artist gotta be most of the you gotta really push. Music is universal. Anybody can blow from anywhere. You can tell me, oh, because I'm not Nigerian, I can't blow. So, and also it's a collective effort. The fans. A lot of times, like you see Nigerians, not all Nigerians were supporting Afrobeat. It's just that when Afrobeat started succeeding and they started seeing it everywhere, Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians just jumped and started pushing Afrobeat as well. You know, so I feel like it's gonna take a time where LIB music is getting there and Liberian people will start identifying with their culture again because that's a lot of Liberians don't identify with their culture. Sometimes I'll be around Liberians. It would take till the end of the night before they be like, oh, my mom Liberian, oh, in the States, So yes, we push other people's stuff more than ours. That's because people follow something that they look up to, they like, that's glamorous. So if you take your time and you put in and make your brand lovable to everybody, they'll have no choice but to support you. So you cannot wait for them to support you when you don't have everything together. You can't force people to support. Support is one thing you cannot force. They will catch up. You know what I'm saying? And people be complaining, oh, my friend, I post my songs. Your friends that already know you is not the reason you haven't blown up yet. They already know you. Try to find new fans. Try to explore. Try to go outside. Once you get those new fans, when your friends start seeing it, they will jump behind you and push you. It's all about mentality. At the end of the day, when I first dropped my first song, I wasn't on Billboard Award. You know what I mean? Like this was just last year. I dropped my first song. A lot of people wasn't really listening to my song. So I didn't say, oh, my friend ain't minute, I blow up here and this and that, because at the end of the day, nobody owe you anything. The day you chose to pick up that microphone and you say you want to make a change, you gotta keep doing all the necessary you gotta keep taking all the necessary steps to make that change. You know what I mean? So, and
Right.
even if people don't gravitate to you, eventually, if your music is good enough, if you love music enough, if you push yourself enough, you will see that outcome. So Liberia got a long way to go, but collectively, if we put in the work, there's so much talent in the country, we'll get there. It's not because of anything. Yeah, we don't have 200 million people like Ghana. I mean, like Nigeria, 50 million people like Ghana, but Jamaica they had the biggest genre. Reggae was one of the biggest genre in the world, and
Right.
they have like 6 or 7 million people. That's almost as much as Liberia. So it has nothing to do with numbers.
Yeah.
Music is music. You know what I mean? So I just think everybody should just keep putting in the work, keep pushing. Like we complain about Nigerians not, Nigerians doing so good. They do contents all the time. As librarians, are we doing contents? Are we doing funny contents? Are we doing nice contents for other people to see? Ask yourself the questions. Like, mark all the boxes first before you ask why I'm not blowing up.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a real good narrative on that, because um people expect people to just blow. You don't want to do the work. And I do see other singer from Nigeria. They do a lot of work, even in the studio. They do videos about those things. They get their friends there. They're like, enjoying playing around, just
Bobby.
to show who they are. Just to show the world. Even if someone come across and don't know who they are, they have something to say. Oh, I saw this person before, or something like that. So another question would be, are there some people names that you can call that can help the industry, that you need to call upon to say, you guys, really need to come and help Liberia? People that that are capable. And I would talk about Tama Ali. I speak about him, and I feel personally, when he had a chance to help Liberia, he did it. And I say that every time, when he was in the position, when he was playing in football, when he was making all the money, he never went to Liberia. He never went there. And I wish when he was at that stage of his life, I wish he could have gone Liberia. Not when he stopped playing football, when he had a problem with his foot, then he decided to go to our country. No, no, I
Uh,
don't like that.
you can't.
You know,
To me
I don't like
personally,
that personally.
my personal.
It's just my
No, no,
personal.
yeah, no, no. Of course, you're entitled to your personal
Just my
opinion.
personal.
Me personally, I don't know him. I don't know
Right.
why he didn't go to Liberia. I don't know what he's done, what he haven't done. Like I don't know all these things, so I can't really speak on that. But what I can say is, from what I've been seeing, from what I've been hearing, he have been helping some artists, which is good. I mean, I don't feel like it's late to do anything. I don't feel like it's late to push anybody. At the end of the day, personally, I don't feel like he owe anybody. If you choose to
No,
help,
no. He
because
don't
there's a
owe
lot of
anybody.
bigger. There's a
No, he
there's a
don't
lot
owe
of
anybody. Let me say this, Ed. He don't owe anybody. But you know what? When my thing with Liberians and successful Liberians, you see Nigeria. Nigeria is not successful because the people in Nigeria. No, they are successful because of the people that come to the U.S. Nigerians are the highest educated African in this country. The people go back home. The people get educated. The people go back home. The people sent to Europe, sent to UK, they go back home. And that's why they're where they're at today. And we need to start telling those successful Liberians, it's not no sugarcoating the thing. You came to America, you got blessed, you need to go home and bless your country. Whoever you are, wherever you at, it's something you need to do. That's what the other African countries do today, the way they're at. Ghana, Nigeria, those people are even more than us, but they are so successful.
yeah.
And when
Um,
Nigeria makes him a billionaire, he's a billionaire.
I mean,
You
at the
know,
end of the day, everything is gonna take time. I mean, I don't want to look for excuses for anyone. Like I said, I don't know anybody personally. I can just tell you the excuses of Liberia. Obviously, we come from a civil war and da 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 whatever, which means everybody look at, oh, we come from a civil war. That's what we're behind. You should think about it this way. We come from a civil war. That's why I need to work 20 times harder because I
right,
need to catch up with the world. That's how I look at it. You know what I
right,
mean? And a lot of people don't know. They see me, they don't know what I've been through, my struggles, they don't know where I've been. Some of them have even had a better life than me, but they don't know. So that's why I don't look on the outside and see and judge anybody because I know people do that a lot to me. So as for Tama Ali, like I said, my personal opinion, I've already said it. I don't feel like, I feel like at the end of the day, he's not the only one. There's a lot of people out there
a lot.
that can help, and hopefully one day they choose to come back and help. That's on them. But
Right.
until then, I don't think anybody should be waiting for anybody. We should keep working. We should keep doing what we got to do to get
Right.
there. And I love that recently Alvin Kamara came back.
Right.
Hopefully he keeps coming back. Other people are coming back. There's a lot of Liberians out there that are, Liberia's starting to look cool again. So I love that. So eventually it's just gonna be a matter of time. Everybody's gonna catch up. Hopefully.
And I would speak about Montomo. Montomo was a basketball player, and Montomo had the biggest hospital in his country. You know who built that hospital? His friends. Kobe, Shaq. Because you know what? His first thing was, I'm gonna take the people where I'm from. I didn't come here to play basketball. It's not just what I'm here for. I'm here to benefit my people. You know, and again, you don't have to take a personal money to help your country. Once you get into that space of people, they are willing to do stuff. Again, and I always say this: you need to know where you're from. The identity problem with us is a troubling problem. We don't want to identify from where we're from, and that's where you're from. You can't change it. You will never change it.
Yeah.
You can come to the US and stay here for 45 years. You will be a Liberian, and you will always be a Liberian.
Facts.
Again, this young boy that went to Liberia, Ivan, he didn't have to do it. His parents from there. He wasn't from there, you know. But
He had every.
he
He
made
had everything. He had
right,
everything he wanted here. Yeah.
right. He made it his duty to go because he know this is not where my family from. I'm just here. I was just blessed to be born here. But this is not where I'm from. It's not. He didn't wait till he got a couple of millions of dollars for 15 years and then take it upon himself and go jumping in the country and say, oh, I'm here. No. And that's wrong. When you come to America, you get blessed. You need to bless your country. That's what the Nigerians are doing. That's why you see them, the country where they're at today. They're not rich, but they are the place that they can survive. When a Nigerian man say I'm a millionaire, when a Nigerian man say I'm rich, I am. They are. And we need to start, speaking out for our country. Especially people that are successful with the relationship they have with Liberia. They will go there, drink beer, enjoy the club, and bring that butt back to America. That's all Liberians offer Liberia. I see the thing, and I'm like, it's so shameful, it's so sad, and it's ridiculous. It needs to change. We can keep going back to a place that can change. Why it can't change? Because we are not changing. We are not changing. The people in Liberia need us. We are not better than them, but we got lucky that God let us leave that country. We're not better than nobody. Anybody can get lucky. Anybody. Just like George Weah got lucky to become a president, a soccer player. He's not better than me. He's not better than you if you say you want to be a president. He's not better. But you have to do things in life to get to where you want to get to.
Where did that one come from? Where did that whole? How did you even
No,
manage to fit
I
the job we are into?
no, because the reason I did that because people feel when they come to the U.S., they want to define themselves different from the people in Liberia. You're not different. You will never be different. You're a Liberian. You will always be a Liberian. I don't care where you go. Even if you sit in a mansion, you are Liberian. You should know that every day you wake up out of your sleep.
Right.
So that's the reason why I kind of mention Opon, because it's like, we got a lot of successful people in the U.S. We do. We have doctors, we have surgeons, we have people here, entrepreneurs, we have some scientists, we have people here. But they hide themselves. They don't want to be identified. They think they're in the U.S., they think they're in heaven, and they're not. They are not in heaven. They turn their back on the country for many years. It's not fair. But then they want to complain about the Nigerians. Oh, yes. They will do what they got to do. They talk the talk and walk the walk. Because one thing a Nigerian man know, if their parents send them to UK to become a doctor, they're coming back to Nigeria to open a clinic. If their parents send them to do law, they're coming back to the Nigeria to practice law. They are coming back to the country. So, when I ask you to call names of people that you feel that can help the music industry, they need to be recognized. People need to call them back home.
To be honest, there's a lot of people, but I don't really know who. It's not about who can. There's a lot of people that can, right? There's a lot of people that can. They gotta want to do it, and I can be like, hey, Oprah, they say you 25% Liberian, you need to can't help the music industry.
I don't want to talk about her.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the
Oh,
day,
let's
like you
talk.
see what I'm saying, you can't really call anybody to come help. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like we dying, we need help. It's like, yeah, we need help financially, we need help exposure wise, we need certain people to put certain people in the right spaces. But I feel like we just need to do our part by
Right.
putting in the work, pushing and getting better and better, and showing these people that no matter what, if they want to help or not, we're gonna keep doing what we do, vibe and keep dropping. One day somebody somewhere will see what they need to see and we'll get there. I don't see the need to go out there and be like, oh, Obama need to come help the Liberian industry, or Trump need to send somebody bill money here so we can enjoy it. Nothing. At the end of the day, we just we just gotta keep
I
the.
drop here about your country anyway.
Mm, you don't love Liberia, don't mind you.
And another question, I've been wondering, are there record labels in Liberia? Are there um, record label that people can sign to?
Yeah,
What goes on in Liberia? If you know, if you have like a idea about that.
there's Liberia music industry is so different. There are record label. I think there's Billicon. There is I forgot the name of this record label, but I think King Jaffa is the one that SOG, right? There's Mazi Records, my record label, but everything is different. To be honest, I don't feel like, how in America when you get signed, the record label is responsible for you pretty much everything you do. They're responsible. They also get a big cut. Liberia is so different. There's a lot of kids that are signed, and the record label is not doing nothing for them. And I can't blame the record label 100% because music don't really generate a lot of money in Liberia. Even in the United States, Liberian industry don't make a lot of money. You go do a show in one state, tell people $20, they won't complete. You know what I mean? So that's why it comes right back to just be as great as you can. Where when you call your press, nobody can even argue. They'll force the skaters for any way to go in the club. So like I said, everything is growing. There are some kids that are making money. There are some people that are making money from their music. I'm not saying people are not making money at all. You just gotta study the industry, ask questions, talk to people, and see where you can make money, where you can improve, where you can get better. I studied the industry for a long time before I even decided to get into it. So, uh, record label, I won't depend on a record label right now, personally. There are that Al Johnson just went and signed a kid from Liberia recently for I think 20 million Liberian dollars. That was dope. You know what I mean? I hope he can push that kid in a way that, it's not only about the money. He can get him he can get him exposure, get him out there, get him on the stages he need to get to. I hope he can do more for him as a record label. But we're watching, we'll see. And if other people can take the step, a lot of people can help. It don't have to be somebody rich. You can be working a 9 to 5 job here and be making small thing. And, you got an extra mile where you can go to the club, you go spend it. You want to see one artist in like, bro, one dope lip picking, you see my picking car. Let me sponsor you. And if that picking ready, pushing himself, and that $100 go to studio, take your studio time. That $50 go take some kind of nice picture, you post it online. Go do some footages. And I send you but the problem too over there, you do the things for somebody picking it too, they don't take it serious. So I've done it for people. There are people that took it serious and actually did what they were supposed to do, and there are people that just eating money and this. So at the end of the day, it's all about if you're really helping from your heart,
Right.
you're not gonna stop. You're not gonna get mad at things like that because at the end of the day, you were helping from your heart. But if you're just helping because you want to benefit back, you're gonna just stop eventually. So just keep helping how you can. If you can help, help. If at the end of the day, whatever you do that benefit your country will benefit you.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you want to say to your people, your musicians out in Liberia, in the U.S.? Is there something you want to say to them um, about anything when it comes to music for Liberia? You want to say anything to?
To all the musicians, like, bro, what are you like? Now I'm taking over. Nah, I'm joking. But
I like that. I like that.
I need a clap for that. I need a clap.
We got
Nah,
clap.
but I feel like I feel like I was talking to somebody the other day. The person said they think I'm too humble. They say I need to be this and this and this and this. I'm like, don't confuse me now. There's I'm not too humble. I'm
Right.
humble, but I'm arrogant where I need to be. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because the reason why I say that is that I've been this humble the whole time, and people still choose to hate and try
Right.
to suppress what I'm doing, try to downplay what I'm doing, knowing they cannot stop what's coming.
Right.
So they still try to do that. So imagine if I was out here like, oh, yo, I'm the. So my thing is, I don't care. This is just me. I'm not gonna change who I am to please anybody. At the end of the day, they see the numbers. Numbers don't lie. They see the wave. They see what's coming. I'm thankful for all my fans. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for everybody out here trying to put LIB on the map. I'm thankful for. I'm grateful to be, in this space for people to even appreciate my music. I love people are gravitating to my music. I want to shout out Eldriz. I want to shout out Lavine. I want to shout out Yo B. I want to shout out the producer, Drill Keys, Nascoba, Rap Kid, All Time Willie. I want to shout these people out there. A lot of people don't know these names, but you will. Very soon you will. The reason I say this is because I shout out to Moose. My brother been doing his thing. He got a little record. he got a record. He got
Young
some big
Mungo.
records. You know, and that's the problem we're having. A lot of people don't appreciate big things that we do already. They want to see you, sharing $1 million around before they appreciate, because what a lot of these artists have been able to accomplish, a lot of people in other countries have not even gotten close to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I'm gonna bring Moose back. He wrote a song for Chris Brown. A lot of people know that, but a lot of people don't. That's something that's major. You know what I'm saying? But they're waiting to see. They're waiting to see so much more before they appreciate your effort. But it's cool because we're gonna keep working. Same thing with Lavine, Rap Kid. Rap Kid have worked with a lot of big artists, but because people don't hear, Rapkin is not an internet person, so people don't know. So we're gonna work to get all these people that's actually putting in the work name out there. Everybody that's been putting in work for years, that's dedicated their sweat, tears, and blood. Because I know what it takes. I know what it means to sit down in studio hours and hours just to put one song together for you to go in the club with your lay high issue and be dancing. You know what I mean? Like, it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes energy out of you, it takes vibe, it takes experience, it takes personal life experience to put that vibe together for you to just stand in the club, drinking your one stop and dancing. So we just need and expect everybody to appreciate that effort that we put in, that time, that money. Music is not cheap. Music is not easy for anybody, because if it's easy, everybody will be doing it. Talent don't come cheap. Talent, you were born with it. Hard work, you gotta learn how to become a hard worker. So at the end of the day, before I leave here, I appreciate you having me once again. I love everybody that been supporting me. Everybody that been streaming, the people that started with me, the people that started pushing me. I love all of you guys. I appreciate you. All the new people that don't know who I am, I go by the name of King D. Rose, my sister, I wanna give you a personal clap, for doing what you do. I per- I personally, I'm gonna get you some more artists on here, you
Right.
know, uh, so you can keep doing what you do, because we need, as much as we need artists, we need media. We need media coverage. We need everybody to, shine a light on the industry so we can all grow together and blossom together.
So before you go D, I just have this one question. So
Yeah.
what's up with your love life? What is it? What's going on here? Are you a single man? Are you just chilling? Are
Uh,
you just
uh,
like on the back?
what I guess say in that video is communicated. It's communicated. And like she said, after the relationship, she said communicated. To be honest, I consider myself single, right? I
Right.
mean, I'm not saying that I don't talk to anybody or I do talk to anybody. I won't leave with you to do your math. But uh until
Don't get in trouble on here.
nah, I'm not getting in trouble, because if I'm in a relationship and I have a girlfriend, I'll
right,
never come online and deny her. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
so if I'm talking to somebody and I feel like, we're up and down, like, or we might be talking to them, we might not. I'm not gonna consider that a relationship because anything can change at any time. But I am talking to somebody, but it's nothing serious. I'm just being honest, but I'm single. As far as I know, I'm single, at least
So
until something changes.
I have another question. Will you ever consider marriage?
Of course. I mean, that's the end goal for me. Like, I'm not, yeah, I'm a street boy in a way, but I'm a lover boy too.
Right,
Um, right now, I don't see myself getting married at all because I feel like no woman deserves to be with me right now because the life she's gonna have to live is not gonna be fair to her.
right,
Um, because I'm on the road doing music. I'm on the stage, Junior grabbing my shit, TAing my shit, all these things. That's not gonna be respectful enough for my wife. You know what I mean? Like she's gonna be like, oh, why the girl texting you? Oh, why the girl texting, commenting on your picture saying she love you and this. And it's like I don't have time to be explaining myself to nobody. And I know as my wife, I'm gonna want to give her that respect. So personally, right now, until I can find that woman that understand this is how my life is right now, I'm cool on marriage. I'm just living it up. I'm too young for that, honestly.
it's good you said about the woman that understands. Because my next question was gonna be, because this is who you are. This is what you do. So even that's gonna happen for a long time.
You're right.
You definitely have to find a woman that understands, because you can say to yourself that I'm gonna not get that person till all of this stop. Because
No,
it's
I,
not gonna stop. So I was
yeah.
gonna ask you, you're gonna get married when you retire from music?
Never know. You
You
never
know,
know. You never know what can happen in life, right? I
right,
might wake up one morning and say, you know what? I don't want none of this nonsense, this life outside every day, people touching me or on stage. Maybe I might not want it. I might decide I've made enough money or I've done enough or I've reached a level where I don't want to do this anymore and I want to settle down. That might be the case. And you never know what can happen. But what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I could find a girl in a journey that understand that's the lifestyle I'm living and she loves to be a part of it. But my thing was mostly of my guilt, you know, my guilt of anytime I do something that I feel like, even if girls can say all the time, I've met so many girls like, oh, I don't care, I understand this is what you do. Oh, I don't care, I understand this is what you do. And then they don't understand this is what I do. You know what I mean? Like women will always say, so I've met that.
I
So it's
get
like,
it.
so
I copy you.
you know what I'm saying? Like like right now, for example, I'm on live saying I'm single. I could be talking to a girl right now and like, oh, so you're in your interview saying you're single. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I am single now because I'm not about to deal with that. Because at the end of the day, they see where we meet and say, oh, if right now and everything go, and I'm married, I'm not single. I see where I was like, until we're in a real relationship, we're not. You can't be texting me and thinking we're in a relationship. So but that's that. Like I said, it was my pleasure talking to you. I can see this page growing so big that people stop paying you said to be on there. So I'm honored, honored to be your first guest. Your
Yes.
first guest. That's an honor for me. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? It's an honor for me. So I wish you nothing but good luck. It's
yeah.
my pleasure having this conversation with you. May God bless this page.
Thank
And
you.
I
And
love your picture. I love your picture behind you.
thank you.
you know, and
We also
keep
want to
going.
say we also want to say thank you for coming on the show. A great conversation. I like the way how you had to go from the music to talking about relationship and talking about your personal life. You always have to be prepared for stuff like that, because people are watching you. Like I said, who knows, who's watching you as the role model. And I like when you said it jokingly that I'm coming and stuff. So you always have to make sure you want to be that person. You want to be the best, and that's what I do. Nobody can be perfect, but you want to practice that, because it's a lot of competition out here. And I love your music. I love your energy. Um, Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring other people. I know sometimes things get tough, and the world is very messy, but I like what you're doing now, the path you're going. You know, continue to collaborate. I think collaboration is a good thing. Even collaborating with people from different countries, I think it's a very good thing because people get to see you from another country and see you from another point of view. So, I will pray that this thing go big. King Dee go into different places, different country, to sing his music. And we love you on here. Hope
Thank you.
to see you next time. Maybe next time when you come, we can have some hard conversation, not about you being a musician.
Yeah,
And,
I'm looking forward to it.
you
Yeah,
know, you've been something else from just being a musician.
yeah.
So you
So
and thanks for your time. We
no
appreciate
problem. Before I leave, shout out Fuji Restaurant in Philly for having the best food. Shout out to the whole squad in Fuji Restaurant. Shout out Little Liberia. That's my sister restaurant in Detroit. Please stream my album. It's called Downtown Monrovia. It's out on every platform by King Dee. Love you guys. Thank you for having me, and have a good night.
Thank you, Dee.
And you get more, Jackanta. You get more, Jackanta. And you get more, Jackanta. You'll be on it. And you were saying you better up on me. You can swat and
Hey
sleep on me.
guys, it's your girl Rose Joy. Welcome to the Real Talk Podcast, where you can find the latest politics, entertainment, sports, relationships, and more. Where we keep things raw and uncut. Nothing, I mean nothing, absolutely nothing is off limits.